Hey YouTube, it's DualMaster9563 here yet again. I'm just gonna start by saying I've got to do this a little bit faster than I want to. This is my third attempt at making this deck profile, and every single time it's too long for me to upload to YouTube. So I'm gonna get going anyways. This is a prototype deck for a deck I've really been wanting to do. It's a neo-spacian Destiny hero deck. I call it Neo Destiny. I'm going to start with monsters, because I always start with monsters. I think everybody does. Two elemental hero Neos, because Neos is absolutely necessary for neo-spacians. Neos Alias, the cheaper version of Neos. It just takes a little bit of time to get them as Neos. Ocean brings back any hero monster, Destiny hero, evil hero, elemental hero. Prisma, because I need more Neos if I'm in a pinch. I also have some other fusions in here that aren't Neos that I'll need materials for. Got Aqua Dolphin, if I control a monster higher than one in your hand. Let me rephrase that. This guy's effect. I get to look at your hand. If you have a monster in your hand, and I have a monster on my field that has higher attack than it, I destroy the one in your hand and you take 500 damage. If you don't have a monster that I can outpower, I take 500 damage. Neo-spacian Air Hummingbird gives me 500 life points for every card in your hand once per turn. Glowmoss, just for fodder. I don't have the fusion to combo him with. Same thing with Dolphin, I don't have the fusion yet. We got Flare Scarab, gives a power boost for every spell and trap on the field. Great if you're playing against Crystal Beasts. Neo-spacian Grand Mole. Everybody should get one. I've been looking for this guy for close to a year, and I finally found one in a random pack opening. Didn't buy it on eBay or anything. A random pack opening. And it's even in the rare variety. And it's first edition, too. Okay, that's it for the heroes and neo-spacians, elemental heroes in neo-spacians. Up next is Destiny heroes. We got Destiny hero Dogma. 3400 beater at the during my opponent's next standby phase after he's summoned. They lose half their life. It's very fun. Needs 3 tributes, one of which has to be a Destiny hero. Elemental hero Plasma. I've gone over him once before in another video that I did. Think Relinquished mixed with Skill Drain. Needs 3 tributes to summon. Starts with 1900 attack. Got 2 Destiny hero double dudes, just so I can get some tokens on the field for tributes. Diamond Dude, if I run a lot of spell cards in this deck, there are some spell cards that are very useful, and also works for cannon fodder and used for summoning, what's his name, Dogma. Defender, I need a really strong defense at times, and he comes in handy for that. Dunker, just for some burn damage, to discard a Destiny hero and deal damage. Fearmonger, just to help me bring back some of my Destiny heroes, because Destiny heroes aren't the strongest monsters out there, and they die a lot, which is why nobody really uses them, and that's why I'm trying to make a deck for them. Up next is Dasher, can easily become a 3100 beat stick, just tribute a monster. Then, last of my monsters is Phantom Magician, only card in here that's not an actual hero card, or neo-spacian card. Phantom Magician, when he's killed, lets me bring out a hero. Doesn't matter which type of hero, Destiny hero, elemental, evil, as long as it has 1000 or less attack, and I can bring it in special summon and face-up defense. Okay, up next I'm going to be a little different, and I'm going to go with my traps next. So I got Elemental Recharge, gives me 1000 life points for every elemental hero on the field. Mirror Gate, if you attack one of my elemental heroes, I switch my monster with yours. I'm sure my monster gets killed, but you take all the damage. Hero Signal, you kill one of my monsters, I bring out a level 4 lower elemental hero. Wow, I just realized I'm talking really fast. Destiny Signal, same thing as Hero Signal, just bring out a level 4 lower Destiny hero. D-Chain, this becomes an equip card, gives my Destiny hero that it's equipped to 500 extra attack, and then when the equipped monster kills a monster, I deal my opponent an additional 500 damage. D-Fortune, it can stop a direct attack by banishing a Destiny hero from my graveyard, and I just end your battle phase. D-Time, you destroy an elemental hero, I get to bring out a Destiny hero. I have 2 of them in the deck. But The requirements with that is that the Destiny Hero that's summoned has to have equal to or less levels as the destroyed elemental hero. Scrap Iron Scarecrow, so useful. This card is really just broken, in all honesty. I'm a little surprised that it hasn't been limited yet, or at least semi-limited. I know that some people are going to hate me just for saying that, but I don't really care. It's a broken card. It's so useful, though. Then we got Cyber Shadow Guard now. Pretty much becomes a monster when your opponent attacks. It gets the same attack and defense as the monster that you activate this on. So that can pretty much save your bacon if they attack one of their stronger monsters first, and they kill one of your other monsters. If you activated this when they first attack, you now have a monster of their same attack level. And then at the end of the turn, he goes face down yet again, similar to how Scrap Iron does. And that's it for my traps. Regarding my traps, I'm thinking about maybe taking out one of my D-Times, simply because I need to balance out the deck a bit more. But once again, this is just a prototype deck. I still have to test it. So far, I am 3 and 5, so that's not really the best. I'm going to move on to spells now. We got Neo-Space to keep out my Neos fusions and boost Neos. Instant Neo-Space keeps my fusions on the field that are Neos related. And then if the monster that's equipped with this gets killed, I get to bring out a free Neos, which can give me another quick summon if I need to, or just another beat stick on the field. Up next is E-Emergency Call. It's staple in every hero deck. Then we got Hero Lives. Pay half your life points and summon a level 4 or lower hero monster. That seems a little bad, to say the least, and I'll explain why that comes in handy later. Hero's Bond. If I have a hero on the field, special summon 2 level 4 or lower elemental heroes. Hero Mask. Target one monster on my field. Get rid of an elemental hero from my deck. The target that's on my field's name is switched over to the sent card's name. So I send Neos from my deck to my graveyard. I can make a Destiny Hero now, Elemental Hero Neos, until the end of the turn. Cyclone Blade, equip it onto a Destiny Hero only. Doesn't give it a power boost or anything, but when the equipped monster attacks, I can destroy one spell or trap card my opponent controls. H-Heated Heart, simply for boost and piercing when necessary. And then lastly, 2 polymerizations, because I run a few more fusions than just the Neos fusions. Okay, I'll get into this in just one quick second here. I just gotta put a couple cards on the side. Okay, now that that's done, that's for an explanation in just a moment. I'm going to go over my extra deck. I'm going to start with my regular heroes that aren't neo-spacian related. I got Absolute Zero to go with my Aqua Dolphin, because any hero plus water monster. Very helpful. Gaia to go with Grand Mole, or a couple of my other elemental heroes. Destiny heroes. I think one of them is Earth, I'm not sure. Great Tornado to go with Air Hummingbird if I don't have a Neos on the field. The Shining. Not a lot of my cards are hopefully won't be removed from play, but still good card when necessary. Then I got my Destiny Hero fusion, comboing Plasma and Dogma, the 2 most annoying cards in my deck. Just comboing them together to make this guy with polymerization. Very fun. This guy, I can once per turn, I can destroy a monster my opponent controls, and when I destroy a monster that they control, I deal them damage equal to the destroyed monster's attack. That is incredibly useful. And then the other thing that it does is, if this guy is in my graveyard during my next standby phase, I can banish a Destiny Hero monster from my graveyard, and I can just special summon him back to the field. He's very useful, 3000 attack. The only downside is, if I use his effect, I'm not allowed to conduct my battle phase that turn, which that's a big downside, really. Now for my Neos fusions, we got Flare Neos, special summoned using Flare Scarab and Elemental Hero Neos for the contact fusion. Gains 400 attack and I think maybe defense too? Nope, just 400 attack for every spell and trap card on the field. So this is great if you like loading up your backfield, or if your opponent is playing Crystal Beast, this is a great card there, because he can easily get a really high attack. Up next is Grand Neos, combo of Grand Mole and Neos. Once per turn I can bounce the monster back to my opponent's hand. And then lastly, Elemental Hero Air Neos. This is why I was setting over a few cards off to the side, and why I said I would explain a hero lives and its usefulness. If you remember me saying a hero lives, you half your attack. You half your life points to summon a level 4 or lower monster. And most people are like, why would you half your own life points? That is ridiculous. This guy, you want your life points to be lower than your opponent's. Great, a phone call, of course. Hopefully that will... Okay, it's been answered, never mind. Sorry for the distraction. You want your life points to be lower than your opponent's, because his effect is that when your life points are lower than your opponent's, what happens is he gains attack points equal to the difference. And that is just a really useful card effect. I mean, of course, you never want to have less life points than your opponent, because that's usually a big disadvantage. But what I do with this guy is I will summon hummingbirds on the field, and then I will Hero Lives half my life points for a Prisma, and then I use Prisma's effect to toss a Neos out of my deck, pretty much making him Neos. Contact Fuse for this guy, and if this is on your first turn that you're doing this, this is just a slaughterhouse. Because you just gave this guy right here 4,000 attack on top of his 2,500. And then if you combo that with Neo Space, it'll keep him on the field, and he's at, what's that, 7,000? Just like that, instantly? It's just ridiculous. And it's very useful to use that. The best part about this deck for me, though, is with the Contact Fusions, you can keep getting monsters over and over again, and then how the Neos Fusions, when they are sent from the field, but with their secondary effects, without Neo Space on the field, they go back to the extra deck, so you can just keep reusing them and reusing them and reusing them. So if your opponent decides to waste a Spellbinding Circle on them without realizing what its effect does, that's great. Technically, the monster's never destroyed, so Spellbinding Circle stays on their field as continuous, but he never actually leaves the field. He's not destroyed, so it just takes up a spell trap zone for them. Anyways, this deck is really just for fun. I really doubt that this would ever get competition play. I'm still working on it, though, because it's a really tricky idea to mess with. The two waste cards in here would probably be Air Neos and Dragoon. And if I get those guys out, I usually have won, but it's difficult to get them out. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Please like or give me comments, suggestions about anything that I can do to make my videos better. I know I stuttered quite a bit. That's a complaint that I've gotten before. I apologize. But yeah, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, depending on whether or not you liked it. Please comment anything that you want me to work on. And be sure to check out my Card of the Week series I'm starting up. I did one video already, and I plan on doing some more later this week. Alright, bye guys.